Tech billionaire by day and eccentric mad scientist by night, Elon Musk has manufactured everything from super cool flamethrowers that would be a blast to take out at a party to advanced electric vehicles, the Hyperloop transportation system, and SpaceX rockets that have sent astronauts to outer space. So are we surprised that Musk has now decided to build AI robots? No, we're not. Keep doing you, Elon. So today, we're looking at how Tesla is making AI robots. Here's what you need to know. Trust us, you do not want to miss this. First up, we'll look at Musk's announcement of an all-purpose robot. Imagine a robot that could perform menial everyday tasks, an automaton driven by an artificial intelligence system that could bring you a cold bottle of your favorite suds while you're watching a football game, or maybe taking out the trash. Musk's goal is to create what he refers to as a humanoid robot that will be able to perform what he calls, quote, mundane tasks. But it will come as a shock to no one that building such advanced robotics is an extremely daunting task. It's no surprise then that Musk's quest to build the perfect humanoid robot has not been without its mistakes and frustrations. Tesla's process and journey to the perfection of AI robots has been a very bumpy road. Next up, we'll try to answer the question we all know you're asking. What will Tesla's AI robot look like? Musk's goal is to essentially make robots physically look and behave like real human beings. As you can imagine, this goal presents Tesla with extraordinary software programming challenges. In order to overcome these obstacles, Tesla relies on the prowess of its brilliant team of software engineers. One of the biggest challenges facing the Tesla team is actually somewhat funny. Tesla engineers refer to it as bipedal locomotion. Simply put, it's a fancy way of describing how humans walk on two legs, a process that took millions of years of evolution. Members of the general public often fail to appreciate just how difficult it is to get a robot to perform a mundane task like walking. On August 19th, 2021, Musk held an event called Tesla AI Day. At the event, he talked about the future of electronic and autonomous vehicles, but also expressed his desire to create fully functional robots that could benefit society. Up next, we'll discuss examples of the mundane tasks that Musk has in mind for his AI robots. At Tesla AI Day, Musk revealed that he hopes his robots can do things like screw in a bolt or even do grocery shopping. You'll recall how difficult it is to get a robot to walk like a human, so imagine how monumental of a task it would be to get a robot to follow a grocery list and pick out your items for you. According to Musk, the biggest challenge facing engineers is how the robot responds or reacts to changes in its environments in real time. For instance, what would happen if the robot didn't have the appropriate size of bolts? Or what if the robot was perusing the aisles of a grocery store looking for ketchup chips, but all that's available is salt and vinegar? How would the robot be able to make a reasonable or rational choice or decision? These are just some of the problems facing Tesla's brilliant team, and they are working around the clock to find solutions. But wait, there's even more problems that the Tesla team will have to contend with. Musk's goal is that all of his robots will be able to take verbal instructions from humans in most modern languages. This leads us into the next challenging obstacle, something that Musk refers to as natural language processing. If you're scratching your head, don't worry, because it's really not that difficult. You may be familiar with AIs like Siri and Alexa that use advanced language processing software, right? Well, that's exactly what Musk is referring to when he talks about the need for greater improvement in the area of natural language processing. In order for the robots to function at an optimal level, the architecture of their language processing systems must be perfectly dialed in. Next up, we'll look at the role Musk's so-called Tesla bots will play in a futuristic society. Musk's robots may be able to perform repetitive processing tasks, such as the ones you'd see, for example, in Amazon warehouses. The repetitive picking, stacking, or packaging of various goods could foreseeably be done by robots. Robots may even be able to perform certain sorting functions. Musk believes that AI robots could even be used to sort and separate bad fruit from good fruit. Again, these are mundane tasks, but the assistance of robots could greatly improve productivity and output. Like the simple task of human walking, however, while sorting fruit may seem on its face to be a mindless, mundane task for most humans, the reality is that from an AI perspective, it's much more complicated. The point to remember here is that any task which may seem simple to humans is likely to be incredibly difficult for an AI robot, and therein lies the challenge. Up next, we'll take a look at how Musk's robots can help protect humans. One of the areas that Musk has been working on is identifying jobs that are dangerous to humans, and then trying to figure out how best to use robots to do these tasks instead. The benefits to this are obvious. Essentially, Musk's philosophy is to use robots to do dangerous things so that humans don't have to. According to Musk, humans would be better suited to focus on all the other things that they do exceptionally well and leave the dangerous stuff to the robots. But the challenge again will be whether or not robots can follow human language instructions and be able to process said language to to perform these dangerous tasks. Remember, the ultimate goal of AI robots is to be able to develop the ability to think rationally and make specific choices. This is an ability that humans exercise many times a day and throughout our whole lives, from childhood until some sort of cognitive impairment takes hold or death. Robots must be able to function without human interference. Next up, we'll talk about Musk's dual purpose for his Tesla bots. It's obvious that there are endless uses and possibilities for robots here on Earth and in modern society, but it's likely that another reason Musk is so interested in robotics technologies is because he plans to utilize his robots in space, particularly on the Red Planet. It's quite possible that Musk plans to use robots to aid his colonization and settlement efforts on Mars, because the work is likely going to be very tedious, laborious, and almost certainly perilous. So, Musk's line of thinking is pretty much, well, might as well let the bots handle it. Mars settlements would also require a great deal of maintenance and upkeep. There's also a massive amount of farming and agricultural work that will need to be done on the Red Planet as well. So naturally, Musk is likely eyeing these uses for Tesla bots too. In addition to farming, there's likely going to be a great deal of manufacturing and construction work to be done. So hopefully by then, the robots are able to swing hammers and use saws. Up next, we'll discuss whether or not Tesla bots will be friendly or potentially mean. Oh come on, of course they'll be friendly. Musk assures us that all of his robots will be, quote, non-threatening, and that we won't have to worry about them coming to terminate us like a T-1000. Musk will reportedly cap the height of the robots at just 5 feet 8 inches tall, with a maximum weight of 125 pounds, so that they're not intimidating. For safety reasons, the robots will also likely be capped at a top speed of 5 miles per hour. You know, just so that they don't run anybody over or anything like that. Safety first, right? Another thing Musk has talked about is the idea of so-called cobots, because for Musk, it's not enough to try to create the most advanced artificially intelligent robots in the world. He also wants to create robots that can act as close companions for humans and work alongside them. Musk envisions an elaborate system of underground mines on Mars. We all know how dangerous working in mines can be, and we've all heard the horror stories of collapsing mine shafts, leaving workers trapped underground for days, weeks, and sometimes forever. Musk feels that mining could be an area where robots would have a profoundly positive impact. Finally, the benefits of robotic workers. Unlike human workers, robots won't tire, won't injure themselves, don't need breaks, and clearly have an endless supply of electronic stamina. One of Musk's exceptional abilities is his ability to inspire others. His visionary goals are quite literally out of this world, and act sort of like a fly-catching strip, attracting the best and brightest minds from all around the world to come and work for him. Some of the top scientific and engineering minds in the world flock to Tesla, inspired by Musk and his extraordinary plans. We'd like to wish Musk and the brains at Tesla the best of luck in all of their future endeavors. We trust that everything they do is for the health and betterment of humanity, and are eager to see what the future holds for Musk and the team. Also, we're hoping that someday soon, we can walk into a store and buy a Tesla AI robot. We'd name ours Robbie. Yeah, Robbie the robot. It's got a nice ring to it. If you bought a Tesla bot, what would you name it? Thank you for listening and watching. More exciting and informative videos are on the way.